Sorry, I was muted, man. Sorry, I was muted. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. Like 3 minutes will open, so I'll rush it a little bit. We have uh swing high here at all-time highs. Signature looks bearish. See what it wants to come down into this fair value gap on the daily, maybe all the way down to this one down here. This daily will start to curve. Might come down to it's not even that far actually. 22, 2-ish. But like I said, I could also be making a bull flag, but who knows? I'm not too concerned about the daily. Yeah, I wanted to show the 4 hours is really interesting. Look how look at how that fair value gap's holding this up. One, two, three. Just gotta ask yourself how many more buys are in here. Wick, wick, wick. Feels like next time it's gonna run right through it. Take care, Sandy. 1 hour, same thing, obviously. 15 bounced off that. I deleted it, but I had a right on 600. So just right there, right? Bounced perfectly. What are we aiming for? We have that one. What do we have below? Coming down into this area here, possibly. Look at all these equal lows. One, two, three. They want to get swept. They want to get swept. Forgot about the new day opening gap. Nope, we are open. Yeah, we're really close to the gap. It's just going to fill that gap right there. Boom. Was that the Judas? Up, then back down. We shall see. Measuring how much this candle, how big this first what candle was for 74, not bad. No continuation. Stuck on this fair value gap. That might have been the Judas. Come back for these again. All of these lows. Technically lower low, right? if it wants to bust through that fair value gap, and it did just then. See where it lands. This is pretty bullish here, though. This is a nice order block. There's that continuation of the opening move right there. Really, where am I? Where would be some targets up here? This is all pretty balanced all the way down. Could just be sweeping this area here too. But that back down. It's false move. Whatever day it is, Wednesday. False move Wednesday. We had a little news this morning. This 9 o'clock handle is weird. The 9 o'clock handle. We've seen quite a bit of these lately on the hours. We're very close to the hours where it takes out both sides before going in direction. If we got down here though on the turtle soup on that 15-minute wick, could have been fine though. Your stop would have been down here. Wrote it up. I think Sandy caught that. In 1 hour is making an order block here. Maybe it wants to get back out of here. Really don't have a direction today. This is a risky continuation pattern here. Came down, supported on this. Close above that group, that red. Yeah, that can't would have been enough for me to be done for the day. So it's doing good things. Just enough volume to make it quick in and out. So it inversed that 1 minute fair value gap. See if it's gonna run it though. It's been doing that a lot lately, inversing and then just ripping back through. I think they're learning that a lot of people have their stops just below the fair value gap. Stop here on this one, you want it right here. ideally right here below candle that made the fair value gap. But that's big. That's a big stop. But for this continuation move, you would put your stop here, go in there. The music was on mute too. Everything was on mute. Where would this be headed? Right about there. Blast through that. Next one there. Market's only been open for 8 minutes. It's already at least one good trade. But I want to see it hit my levels before I start reacting. It seems like everything's so far above. I'm gonna keep my FOMO down. I don't want to chase this. It's looking like it wants to go up. Once it got past this fair value gap. It did with force. So now this is a breaker, I think. This will be very bullish if this when this closes, and then after another 15 minutes, the next 15-minute candle leaves this makes a fair value gap in here. It'll be very bullish. Pull this back for now. Stop short of that liquidity right there. Took that liquidity, I guess, but not this, or this, or this. Seems like a lot of levels above. So it's going to be like a Friday, though, I think, where is that only half day of trading tomorrow? No trading on Friday. Can't already be going into the chop. It's too early for that. Oh, how lame. No real news today either. A little bit of news earlier. News was at a weird time today too. Was it like on the 15? Check. Yeah, there was news at 8:15. ADP non-farm employment change. Basically, just changing the numbers. 8:15. I don't think it really did much. It dropped here. Must have been some big change like crap. That's a big movement for that. You know, 60 ticks. That was bigger than yesterday's move. That's kind of funny. That moved bigger than Jolt's. Like that, I guess. It didn't trade down first. I thought it was going to trade down first. Little wick though. Looked like a bear flag, and then nope, that bull flag worked. That bear flag got run over. Feel like it's just going to go to my targets without me getting a nice clean entry. Entry was all the way down here on this 15-minute. This. And here's the wicks. Are these reverse cat ears? I think, is that how cat ears work? Is that cat ears have three? Moving very much. Already chopping at 950. No real follow through. This was the place to get in. Down here, this was the soup of this. And look at the structure it built here. Use this as the order block here. So it bounced off it. Went, held this 22.8 level and just pushes. Was grinding up all morning. Again, where would you play this to? You could a few different places. Safe place is the 50%. So that wick there, 50% of the from the swing high to the swing low, 50%. So from here to there, how big of a move is that? It's pre-market, so it might not be that big, but yeah, 150 ticks, 140 ticks. And full take profit could have been up here. And then you could leave a runner if that happens to be the low of the day. Then you caught the low of the day and it just runs for the rest of the day. But as you know me, I like to scalp, so I'd probably be out on 50%. I don't know if I would have held through all this chop because that would have felt ugly. I'd have to have real conviction. That's wrong one. Already chopped. Already chopped. Definitely not forcing anything this week. Short week, holiday week. Just look at the charts for a couple hours, and then if something obvious comes, play it. If not, let's look what the ES is doing. Probably the exact same thing, huh? Yeah. ES is actually more gross. This is a lot weaker. Oh yeah, ES is way weaker. Where's Sandy when I need him? Sandy, what does it mean when ES is way weaker than Nasdaq? Look how weak that is. Greater than 15 on Nasdaq. Nasdaq strong. Divergence for sure, right? For crypto people, it's like Nasdaq's Bitcoin, ES is Ethereum. How's the old Bitcoin doing? Took that massive Judas and pumped. Actually sold a little bit over the weekend, or actually right about here over the weekend. This is why I don't like trading futures on crypto. Look at this. This is ETH chart. This is the 1 minute ETH chart on futures. Who the hell wants to trade that? You have to really trade off the 15 minute, have longer runs. But even then, look at the freaking gaps in the 15 minute. That hell, but didn't do anything off that fair value. Yeah. But Bitcoin did the same thing. Yeah. So I'd never delete anything. Chart. How's it going? We are just bouncing around because Nasdaq decided to chop. And the entry I wanted was way back here. Sandy got that entry. I was having issues with my Ninja Trader. Apparently, a whole bunch of people were. They couldn't log into the Ninja Trader this morning. I think that's a good way to start your day is when your main trading platform is glitching out on you. That gives you full confidence to put in a trade. So I'm waiting for this to break, this idiot box to do something, form something, either a continuation up to to these levels here. Can't remember what. I think that's a 15-minute fair value. Yeah, yeah, 15-minute fair value above liquidity above here. See, it's kind of making that same pattern on the one, right? Doesn't want to dump though. That right there looks just like that right there. It's amazing how fractal everything is. Oh, you had issues with Ninja Trader too? Man, maybe I won't even. I don't even know if I'm gonna put in a trade then. Or maybe I'll just go one account instead of copy trading because if I copy trade, I'll have to close them all out manually. If oh, what's up, Encrypt? Another day of chop, another day of fun. Kind of what I expected from this weekend. I meant from this week. Yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead, ask them. Chat can help. Discord can help. Yeah, and Grip, I was expecting it to do this. Like we've all, I think we've all had that point marked out on our charts, and then I woke up and I got on my phone and I saw that it was heading towards there. Headed there a hell of a lot faster than I thought. That news driver at 8:15 was way more violent than Jolts yesterday. I did not expect that to be so violent. That was a big one, and that's usually not that big. Then I just dove. And then I tried to get on to Ninja Trader route here, and it just wouldn't load. I had to restart my whole computer and everything, but I'm on it now. Seems to be working. I haven't tried to put in a trade though. Thing is, when you're so, I guess it's kind of a good teaching moment about, especially with props. If you're signed in to NinjaTrader, um, make sure that you have a tab open to your TradeAvate account too. Man, I wish I could show it without showing my TradeAvate accounts. Um, but when you're in TradeAvate, there's a flatten all button. So say NinjaTrader freezes up on you, and I'll post some screenshots in the Discord. But like say they're in a trade, you're not even 100% sure that your stop got or put play your stop order got placed or your take profit got placed. You can log into Trade of Eight and hit a flatten all button, and it'll cancel all orders, open and closed. That way, it's like an eject button, emergency. Get me the hell out of this, emergency button. If like your trading view or your Ninja Trader freezes up, there's always that backup plan. I would suggest that you have it open. Because Ninja Trader can be pretty glitchy at times. The good news about Ninja Trader is though they were bought out by Kraken, so the quality should start to go up, and more and more crypto assets should be available to trade. on NinjaTrader, probably with a hell of a lot less fees than, well, maybe not Mexi or anything like that, but a lot less fees and definitely that BTCC bullshit. And just want to scalp this so bad, but I feel like I'm chasing it. That's why I'm not doing anything through this. It was a little bull flag. Oh my God. That's funny. Encrypt. Yeah, I had the same issue with BBC, like BTCC. It was friggin' just. I was like, I'm gonna test this out. I'm like, oh, I like how you can trade fractions of a contract. That's kind of cool. And then I opened up a trade. I don't know. I got like 40 ticks or something like that, which is normal. You're gonna make 200 bucks on that. I think I made like 16 cents and 30 cents in fees or something like that. So I lost money on a 10-point move on on the NQ. And they're forcing you to have you need massive margin too. Like for self-funded on NinjaTrader or Trade of Eight, self-funded, you need $100. No, so yeah, $100 for a micro contract. You need at least $100 in your account to open up a micro contract trade, and 1,000 for for the NQ mini. Whether that was set up on BC, what is it, BTCC right now, you need $20,000 to open up a one contract on the NQ. They don't give you uh, enough leverage at all. Maybe they change it to 500, but still with those fees on typically on a self-funded, as you guys will see actually on your prop firm accounts too. Like the fees are typically about $5 round trip, so like 250 to open, 250 to close per contract. So the fees are really cheap compared to the crypto world where you're paying those premiums all the time. This is just grinding out all the way up to my targets. Yeah, that's what I'm interested in BTCC as well. I wanted to. I was like, oh, I could trade it all in one place. Myself wanted to just trade Nasdaq in crypto all in the same place, but no, fees way too high. It's gross. What is it going to do when it gets to this 15-minute fair value gap? Geez, look at that run. We got in. We got into this run. Perfect. It was perfect, and I missed it. Son of a. Mentioned this earlier, but I still find it fascinating. This has been happening a lot on the NQ. Let me move this out of the way. That 9 o'clock candle wicking both ends. Just randomly, there'll be random candles like this. Market manipulation, big time. You have that feeling like, oh, I missed the bus. Now I'm just trying to figure out who can come pick me up. It's like, where's my next trade? Yeah, this is a 1 minute chart here. I trade the 1 minute chart. You'll be able to see right here. It says one. You'll be able to see them here and then up here if you need to follow along. It's the 15 minute. This 15 minute was absolutely gorgeous. I actually thought it might bounce here and continue down today, but it didn't. It's just roaring. At this fair value gap, that's a good question. That's kind of why I'm kind of directionless today. Because there's all these up here, right? You got this liquidity up here. You have the stocks that are very high. Got liquidity up here. Usually this pattern, right, will try to sweep the top. It's past the 50% of the range. Broke through 50%, continued up. It's probably going to bust through this fair value gap. So I think it's going to inverse the fair value gap. It hasn't even pulled back. Look, it has not pulled back. Maybe that pulled back, but it's not pulled back since open. I don't think it's going to go right through it. So what I'm going to be looking for is a sweep up here, or if we get good reaction off this, but we're not. I'm going to look for a quick, like, and then a retrace, and I might get in on the retrace. See where it happens. Right, what happens to this little block? This will be resistance. This might be strong resistance in here, but I have a feeling it's going to punch to the 200. This blue one's a 200 moving average, 21. Right as I start to say that, it starts to reverse here. So earlier, I guess, with this 15-minute fair value gap, that was one of my targets, right? I had targets here, higher target here. This is where I'd start to see if it's reacting. If not, go all the way up here. That's if I had got in down here. Sandy posted in the group. He got that. He did get that 600. He did get this buy. I think the entire group was looking at this. That was a good catch. You might want to come down and then back up. Pop this and then back down. And this is where I have troubles. This is where I get into FOMO and into it's like taking higher risks than I would normally do, playing like these bull flags up here, do something stupid like that. It's just grinding. On this 1 minute, just grinding. I like to take my trades after the liquidity has been swept, and we're just slowly grinding to the liquidity. Yeah, for sure. So what trading is just waiting for the setup that you want. What I have to do is I have to get better at holding this. Like, man, like literally, I would have been out here. That's how I would have got that trade too. And then been done for the day. And then if I can hold this runner to at least there, right? Triple, quadruple, run it all the way to the fair value gap. But it's not always as perfect either. Close above half of that. Usually that means it's going to be bullish, but that's opened up here and it's going to come back down, retrace, and go back up. Oh no, Jesus. Daily looking like. Daily keeps biting into this fair value gap. See if how this order block how it reacts to this order block here, that one green candle. I was talking earlier how it could all come all the way down in the next few days down to the 21, but now this reacted very strongly off this fair value gap here, both the 4 and the 1 day. I want to see how it reacts up here. Last few streams I've cut it short and then found a trade afterwards. It's always how it works, I guess. See if this 5 makes a swing high. Swing high would be just below that. Yeah, on the daily for sure, there's a lot of liquidity below. Looks like it wants to like tap it and maybe can continue up. A lot of fair value gaps. There's a vacuum gap there with a, oh, maybe not. Bad eyes. But there's definitely fair value gaps through here. And this made a swing high here. So right now we're just watching how it's reacting to the green candle. And that's where it's getting stuck, right? It's getting stuck on that order block. So you feel like it wants to come down, but the bulls are holding it up pretty strong right now. But for how long? See, it's a battle right here. So what normally happens after these repulsions, right? You get some chop through here, maybe a retracement and continuation. It's kind of why I'm looking at the 5, right? Because the 5 would make the first swing high. But it doesn't even look like it wants to do that. Looks like it just wants to keep going. And this is why it's been difficult for me to trade this last few days. Is like if I miss the one that I'm looking for, it does this chop, and I'm not like this isn't the good chop that I can trade. This is just bad chop, and then it doesn't really give you very many good entries. Like this would have been an entry on this fair value gap for continuation up, but you'd get in here and it'd be all over the place. And I don't like being all over the place. I like it to run directly from Once it touches that fair value gap, I like to see explosive. And it wasn't explosive. It dipped even further into the fair value gap and then started to explode upwards. It's just going to continue to do this. It looks like just grind, 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 propulsion, grind, 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 propulsion. Even the 30-second chart is choppy as hell. I have a 30-second up on my Ninja Trader, and it just chopping and grinding. So the 5 minute definitely didn't make a swing high. There we go. Absolutely crazy. But watching this is going to give me enough confidence to hold these trades longer. Hunted this one since yesterday. And then it hit every single level that I have here. Is it going to go all the way to this one? Who knows, right? That'd be very, very strong. But it hit all the levels on the way out. Yeah. So in the morning, when I first start, I'll go through and I'll mark out all the levels where both bullish and bearish ideas. And then once it starts running, that's where I'm aiming for is those if I can get in on the 1 minute at any time. It just for me hasn't given me really any good entries. Yeah, exactly. Either we're gonna start dumping here or at least retracing, right? We haven't retraced at all. Look at it. We have one, two, three, four, five, six. This will be the seventh 15-minute candle in a row that is green. No retracement, no pullback. Just straight friggin' up since 9 o'clock. Only real pullback we had is at 9:45, but that doesn't look very confident that you want to get in long. It wasn't even that big of a pullback. think Caps had a banger trade that he's going to show in the group right now. Come on, I saw him earlier post something. I wonder if he's held onto it. A lot of people did catch that freaking this ride up this morning. That right there is per contract 35,000. I mean 3,500 trade. If you caught that and ran it up all the way here, $3,500 per contract per account. Thanks for hanging in, Crip. Appreciate it. Kept me busy. Have fun on the call. I'm probably ending it here soon unless I see a good reversal anyway. What do we got going on over here? Look at this gets spawning up. Let's see if that's the pump. End of the pump. At least for a pullback. it's gonna go there now. Call that a pullback? We're just moonshotting. Does she want here? It's kind of funny is I don't even know what music is playing in the background. It's just some random. Let's see what it sounds like. Let's do this. Oh yeah, it wants it so bad, right? It just keeps going. There's like I expected that to at least pull back down here. There's this fair value gap here. This is like just propulsion. Just like breakaway. Yeah, breakaway fair value gaps all over the place. This one. There'll probably be another one. I mean, look at these fucking 15-minute candles. Crazy. I mean, I guess flaggers are really getting paid today. Flag, flag, ugly flag, ugly flag. Just leaving fair value gaps and not coming back to them. Usually if I want to try to get in, I'll be playing like this one here, the ugliest one of all, right? If I think we're going to continue upwards, I'd want the catch in this fair value gap, long this fair value gap here. Can you continue upwards? But as this happened, I was talking about how this is chopping and it just looks ugly as hell, and I don't want to be in anything that's ugly as hell either. I want this candle to look like this candle here and propel upwards. It just, this just did not want to go. I would have got out of it because it was looking heavy here. Then maybe I would have tried back through here, but this is just like chop and it could have gone either direction. That was really indecisive price action. But that trade would look like this here. There's two places you could go with it. You could go at the top of the fair value gap for your stop below the candle that made the fair value gap, and then pick a target midway of the fair value gap, barely in the fair value gap. This is where I would like it to see it go. Hate how anybody know how to fix this on TradingView? I'm gonna ask a group too. It wants to attach itself to the wicks, and I don't like that on like things like this on this kind of tool. I mean that's a brilliant trade right there. Other than this shot, was it yeah, about 3.5 risk 1, reward 3.5. 76 ticks, 265 ticks. That's a long time to go 265 ticks though. Watch how it reacts off this here. We're stuck in that order block right now. Kind of like we were stuck in this order block for a minute. Been stuck in this order block. I'll do this real quick so to show it. And knowing like where you're going to get your resistance from, you can put your take profit levels there, right? Um, like here, it got stuck here a little bit earlier. This could have been a take profit area because you don't know if it's going to reverse or not. Um, Obviously, this fair value gap is another point of interest. Anywhere in between here and that fair value gap, those could take profit. I think it's going to go all the way. I sweep this liquidity, take profit up here. So you can manage your trade kind of looking at different levels. And then you can trail your stops up as you go. But we're all thinking of once here, but how is it going to get there? What does that look like on the daily? Powering through that. One, 30 seconds left in this 15-minute candle. Look at that reaction. Look at that. And where were we supposed to get short on that? Nowhere. Grind, grind, impulse. Grind, grind, impulse. I probably wrecked a lot of flaggers. I'm watching to see if this is going to create a continuation pattern down. We're in that 1 minute fair value gap, obviously getting hung there right now. Look how strong this is today. This is insane. Every little pullback is just getting bought up. Every single one. Yeah, I'm calling it. I'll be in the group. Um, I've let it run long enough. I'm just getting FOMO watching it. See you guys in the group.